Good morning, dear all. This is our SST class. As we know that we are continue with our chapter number second. The name of our chapter is what? The name of our chapter is the role of government in health. Right. So we have done more than half chapter. Okay. So we have talked about what is health. We have talked about health facilities given by the government, then public health services and all. Okay, all things we have already talked about. So today we need we'll start with private healthcare facilities or private health services, right? Students, beside the public health services in urban areas, there are numerous private clinics, right? Hospitals and nursing homes that provide specialized healthcare services to the people, right? If we talk about rural areas, there are registered medical precautionaries to treat patients, which are also known as RMPs. What? RMPs. What is the meaning of RMPs? Registered medical precautionaries, right? So these days many large corporations run hospitals, laboratories, and even undertake research and development in the field of medicine. Okay, so even private medicine shops are part of the system. Unlike the public health system, they are expensive and not within everyone's reach. Okay, means their expenses, okay, they are high. So no a normal person, or we can say that all person cannot reach there. Okay, means they are because of their expenses and all. Okay, so we are talking about private healthcare or private healthcare services or private health services, right? So if we then next topic is healthcare and equality. Healthcare and equality. In the last few decades we have seen remarkable growth in private health services, right? So especially in urban areas, as their prime objectives is to earn profit. What is their prime objective? To earn more and more profit. Okay, so the cost of services is very high and it makes it out of bounds for the common people. Means for the common people it's out of reach. Okay, so medicine have become so expensive that often illness is in the family becomes a cause of worry because of their expenses, because they are of very high rates, high prices. Okay, doctors and hospitals too engage in unfair practices and encourage the most expensive treatment for the patients. How? For example, in the story you have read in this chapter, you noticed how for a simple case of uh, simple case of diarrhea or whatever other case we have talked about, okay, prescribed so many medicine and had to pay an inflated hospital fee. Means the disease is so small, to make more and more profits the doctors and the other staff, okay, what they are including more and more medicine to make more and more money. Okay, so in fact only a very limited sections of the society can afford medicine that one requires during illness, and it is also a cause of rural family debt in India. Debt in India means if that we can say that that person of a particular member is unable to pay whatever the expenses of medicines and all, the that person had to go for debt, that person had to go for loan. Okay, right? So 40% of the population admitted in the hospital for some alignment or some kind of diseases has to take a loan or put up for sale some possessions to pay for the treatment. Okay, sometime they had to say whatever they are having, things, for example sometime they had to sell their property, other things, whatever they are having, to get proper treatment in these private hospitals or private healthcare services, right? So It causes suffering for even those who do not fall in the category of poor also. Okay, even though the private healthcare facilities are costly, a majority of the population prefer their services as they give better medical care and surroundings is cleaner as compared to public health services. Why the people are going for private healthcare services? Because they are giving a superior, or they are giving good quality of treatment there. If we talk about the environment, cleanliness and all, okay, all these things are more in good condition if we talk about public health care services or health centers, right? For the poor, it is a major cause of worry and anguish. Okay, so this is because due to poverty they are malnourished. Malnourished means what? They are not getting, what is the meaning of malnutrition? If we are not getting proper diet, okay, if we are not getting proper nutritious food, that is known as malnourished. Okay, malnourished, sorry. Don't have access to the basic amenities, which is good food, clean drinking water, hygienic environment, and so they have to probability of falling sick more often. Means if they are not having these kinds of good conditions, so means they are falling sick again and again. These are the reasons why the poor people are falling again and again sick, because of they are suffering with malnutrition. They don't have, might be, good food, okay, not clean, proper cleaning water, hygienic environment, all these things are lacking somewhere. Okay, so the cost incurred on sickness worsen their condition, and since it occurs frequently, the problems are compounded. Okay, the government has taken some time initiatives to improve the health of its citizens. Okay, so if you are having any idea, so kindly let me know. Okay, so write, mention in your notes, yes, I have seen these things. Okay, what kind of, how the government is trying to help these poor people to improve their health. Okay, so in addition to lack of funds, there are other reasons that prevent people from getting appropriate medical attention. Okay, so women health is also one topic in this chapter. So women's health continues to be neglected in many parts of the country. Okay, their health is not important part. In many part of our country, the importance of women's health is going to be neglected. They do not get prompt medical attention. Okay, in tribal belts there are few health care services or centers, and they do not function properly. Okay, there is a need to change the mindset of the people too. In rural areas, people still feel more comfortable in visiting villages doctor rather than qualified and medical precautionaries. Okay, they are recommending only those doctors. Okay, so they are not preferring wherever the good qualified doctors are available, good qualified medical facilities and precautionaries are available. They don't prefer they do not want to prefer these things. Okay, so they are in, we are talking about rural areas, right? So so this was all about what was the private health care service centers and how they are providing services. Okay, and what about the expenses and all, right? So next is about healthcare remedies. So it is quite, we can say that, apparent from the above discussion that health situation in our country needs to be improved. We all know that. Okay, so for that the government has to play a proactive role to provide essential healthcare facilities in the remotest parts of the country, right? Wherever people are needed, government should work on the to provide all these healthcare remedies. Okay, however, we can say that as mentioned earlier, health is also dependent upon hygienic surrounding, pollution free environment, clean drinking water, and stress free life. We have talked about all these points in the starting also. Okay, so it is all about, we can say that, how the people can be, fit and healthy. So the people should also work themselves, and the government should also work on these all, we can say that, points and all. Okay, so whatever the needs of the people, the government should take care of all these things. There is a little doubt, what should we do, okay, regarding this. So there is a little doubt that the health situation of the most people in our country is not good. Okay, it is the responsibility of the government only. Okay, so not only the government, citizens are also are playing important role in this. Okay, so for this, one example here it is given in your book, that is the example of, Kerala. In 1996, the Kerala government made some major changes in the state. Okay, so 40% of the entire state budget was given to panchayats only. They could plan and provide for their requirements. This made it possible for a village to make sure that proper planning was done. Why they got this amount of money? So that they can provide proper facilities like pure water, food, women's development, and education. That's why in Kerala in 1996 they got 40% of entire state budget to provide all these facilities, right? So it means that supply schemes were checked. The working of schools and Anganwadis was ensured, and specific problems of the village were taken up. Health care services or centers were also improved. Okay, whatever their conditions were initially there, they needed to be also improved, and all of these helped to improve the situation. Despite these efforts, however, some problems such as shortage of medicines, insufficient hospitals beds, not enough doctor remained. Okay, so and these needed to be addressed. Okay, so that's why the panchayat was got that amount of money, so that they can complete up whatever deficiencies or whatever needs are there of the people of that particular area. Next is about the Costa Rican approach. Let's read about Costa Rica. Costa Rica means a country of South America approached health issues which became an example of every developing country. Okay, long back the government of this country decided to dismantle its army. The money spent on it was to be used on health. Okay, means whatever money they are spending on their armies and all, this all money should be spent on health, education, and other basic needs of the people of that particular country. Later the government made an agreement to provide basic services and amenities like safe drinking water, sanitation, nutrition, and housing. Today they have been able to become one of the healthiest country of the South America. So students, we are doing now summary of this chapter. What we have read in this chapter, we have studied about what is the meaning of health. Okay, free from any sickness, any injury, which could be physically or psychologically. Okay, if we are fit psychologically and mentally, or we can say that physically, means we are healthy. Then we have talked about, in a democratic country the government is responsible for the well-being of the people, right? It is also responsible for the developing and implementing and monitoring the plans and programs which has been made by the government to improve the health of the people of that particular country. Next point, we have talked about public health services. Okay, then we have talked about private healthcare services. In the last few decades, we have seen a remarkable growth in private healthcare services. Okay, especially in the urban areas, the cost of the no doubt the cost of these services are very high, it makes them out of bounds. Mean most of the people are whatever the cost and expenses of this treatment, it is out of the reach of the maximum, means we can say that average people. Okay, so to avail all these facilities, sometimes they need to sell their whatever things are they are having, sometimes properties and other things, to avail these all facilities. Okay, so next we have talked about women's health continues to be neglected in many parts of our country. They do not get prompt medical attention as the male members get. So all these things we have talked about in this chapter. So here it is given, we can say that question answer also, text exercise is also given. What is the first question in this chapter? You have read the health is a wider concept than illness. Look at this quote from the constitution and explain the terms living standard. Means you have to give your own view, so you have to write your answer. What does it mean? It means the condition in which the people are living. Okay, so we already discussed what kind of condition should be there if we want to live healthy. Okay, the facilities provided by the government in order to raise the standard of living of people are measured in the terms of comforts, wealth, goods or services. Okay, third point, higher the standards of living of people, higher the economy, and vice versa. Thus, it also reflects the economic condition for a country. Okay, this is all about the living standard, how the people are living. Okay, next is about public health. Whatever it means the general level of the public health, whatever the facilities provided by the government and all. Okay, second question is about what are the different ways through which the government can take steps to provide health care for all. Okay, what points we have talked about? Establishing public health care at zonal level. Okay, zonal level means next is about setting up low cost government hospitals. Health insurance should be provided for basic treatments. Next, provision of clean drinking water and steps to be taken to provide pollution free environment. Generic medicine at low prices should be provided. Okay, generic medicines means generic medicines are available on generic, we can see that medical stores and all, where we are getting the medicines at lowest price if we compare normal medicals and all. Okay, next is about healthcare program and creating awareness. As we have taken one example, polio. Okay, so according to that, government should arrange at different times these kinds of programs so that people can aware more and more. Okay, then there's a written, you can differentiate, okay, easily. So private, what will be the cost of services will be high, right? So availability of the services, it will be in good condition. Okay, so next is about public, the expenses or the cost will be low, and the availability will, whatever the facilities they are given to the people, or we can say patient, they can be of little bit average quality or sometime poor quality. Okay, next is about improvement in water and sanitation can control many diseases. Explain with the help of the example. Yes, obviously we know that if we are not getting proper water, so jaundice, malaria, diarrhea, okay, cholera, these all we can say that diseases are spreading with the water only. Okay, so water, the condition of drinking water should be very pure. Okay, clean and pure water should be given to the all. So we can say that contaminated water is the main reason for many diseases like cholera, jaundice, okay, diarrhea. Okay, all these things are, diseases are happening with impure water only. By the provision of cleaning drinking water, protection from the water related diseases can be ensured, right? So means drinking water, it's depending on only the purity of the water. Poor sanitation is responsible for many communicable diseases, right? So what is the question? Improvement in the water and sanitation can control many diseases. Yes, sure. So if water is pure, okay, and wherever the people are living, the that surrounding is very clean and clear, that is pollution free, I don't think so there, and I don't think so, not only we don't think so there can be any kind of disease and all, right? So lack of proper sanitation also gives rise to the birth of mosquitoes, we all know that, okay? So several insects which affect the health of us, right? So it is very important, okay? Proper sanitation will lead to hygienic condition which will surely control many diseases. That's it. Yes. So pure water and the cleanliness, or we can say that sanitation, or the pollution free surrounding is very important to keep away the many diseases like cholera, jaundice, okay, diarrhea, like all these, okay, malaria, okay, so dengue is also there. So if our surrounding is clean, if we are getting proper pure water for drinking, so all these diseases will be keep away from us. So I think this is all about our chapter. It was very important, it was very, I think, easy chapter to understand. So whatever topic we have discussed in question answer we have discussed today, please write all these question answer in your book and learn all these question answers, so that it will be easy for you when your exam will be there. Till then, keep learning. Take care.